Hi guys, it's Jay or Cathartics, and I'm doing my 10K Q&A. I'm going to read the questions from the aesthetics comments first, and then I'll answer the other ones. Where do you find inspiration? That one's kind of hard because I kind of get inspiration from anywhere. Like I could be watching anything or listening to anything, and I'll get an idea. So, like anywhere. Do you listen to music while writing? If so, what songs? I usually don't because I get distracted really easily. So I normally write in like silence, but if I do, I listen to like I don't know, like mellow songs, like Ed Sheeran stuff. I love Ed Sheeran. Can I have a Zane? I want a Zane. If if I can get you a Zane, I get mine first, then you can get yours. Does any one of your friends or family know about this story? Yeah. Um, my mom knows about my Wattpad, and she knows I write on there, and she knows I talk to you guys, but I don't know if she knows about this story specifically because I don't let her read anything. One of my friends knows, and my cousin knows because he has a Wattpad too. When did you first have an interest in writing? I really started writing when I was like 10. Yeah. I wrote this story in my composition book, and it was horrible, but I've loved to write ever since. And it was about like this family went on a camping trip and found a dog, and it turns out the dog was a wolf, and I don't know, it was bad, but yeah, since I was 10, so like 5 years now, which I guess is a okay time. Um, would you ever include a fan into one of your stories? I don't know. Well, I don't really consider you guys fans. Like, you're my followers and my readers and my friends, but I don't really think of you as fans, so of course. See why not. Can you say a quote of inspiration that helped you in your life? Yeah. Oh, the quote that I actually used in one of the chapters of aesthetics. Anger is an acid that can do more harm to the vessel in which it is stored than onto anything that it is poured. Something like that. Mark Twain quote. I really like it because it tells you to let things go, and I like that. Yeah, that's my poster behind me. I have more, but you can't see them. Would you ever consider getting the tattoos Rose has on you? No. I don't want Rose's tattoos. It's a rose in a dictionary, and no. Um, is Zane a virgin? Oh, okay. Well, no. And I think you're talking about in the story, right? Like in aesthetics? Because, I mean, I'm pretty sure he's not in real life either, because have you seen him? But, no, not in the story either. How are you so flawless in John Green's status? And also, what's your inspiration for the story, and what keeps you inspired as you write it? Well, thank you for calling me flawless and like John Green, because that's pretty awesome. My inspiration for this story came from, well, okay. The rose part was because I'm really afraid of needles, like deathly afraid. Last time I had to get my blood drawn, I cried a lot, and it was really embarrassing because I was at like this children's hospital, and there were like little kids there, and none of them were crying. And yeah, so I was talking to one of my friends one day about what it would be like if I did get a tattoo, because I want one, but I don't like needles. And so that's where that kind of came in. And the Zayn part, because like who doesn't want to see Zayn as a tattoo artist? It just kind of fits. Like, do you actually know all the words before you use them, or do you look it up? Also, where do you get the idea for this story? Well, I just said that part, but I do know the words before I use them. If I'm reading or watching something and I hear a word or I see a word that I don't know, I'll write it down, and then I'll look it up later. And then like I have a list of words that I want to use in the story. And the hard part is just finding a chapter and a good part to put the word in. So, how'd you come up with the title of this story? The title and my username are both from drama because we were learning about aesthetics and catharsis. And you know what both of those words mean now, even though I'm pretty sure you know what aesthetics meant anyway. But yeah, I got it from drama class. And I thought it would be a pretty cool book title, even though I didn't have a story for it yet. So, has there ever been a time where you wanted to quit writing this story? Not this story. Other stories, yeah. And I have quit before. But not this one. I love this one. Oh, I forgot to answer part of another question. What keeps you inspired? You guys keep me inspired because your comments and everything, like, it makes me happy and it makes me want to keep writing it. Are you a dictionary? I'm not a dictionary. I'm a person. If you can't see, I am a person. Although it'd be pretty cool to be a dictionary, I think. Like, that'd be kind of awesome. Well, no, because, no. I want to be a person. What happened in Rose's past that we don't know? Okay, here's the thing about Rose. You don't really know a lot about her because Aesthetics was not supposed to be 10 parts. So I wasn't really going to tell much about her, so you could kind of imagine her as anybody. But as you can see, Aesthetics is a lot longer than 10 parts because apparently I don't know my limit. And Rose is kind of her own person now. So it's more of a that I had to create her past and I just hadn't. But now I have. So you'll find out. This has nothing to do with the book. That's okay. But where do you live? I'm from USA. I'm from USA too. On the east side. So it's always like really late when I update because I'm like nocturnal. I don't go to sleep ever. What's the story behind Rose's parents? Same thing with Rose. They're not really important actually. There really isn't a story behind them. They're just kind of there. Like Zayn's family is in it a lot more because one of Zayn's problems is the fact that like his mom doesn't like what he does. So that's why they're in there a lot because it's really important to show whenever something changes with his family. But Rose's problem is really that she like worries too much and overreacts, and her family just doesn't matter. Tips for writing. That's kind of hard because I mean I'm sure you know use good grammar and use good gramming. Use good grammar and use good spelling and stuff like that. But like just write something that you want to read, I think. Because if you don't want to read it, who else is going to? That's a really bad answer, I'm sorry. How do you write such long chapters and how do you describe things well? Aw, thanks, because I've been told my chapters are short and I'm like, that's 5 pages, what are you talking about? But I don't know how I write such long chapters. I always have an idea in my head of what I want the chapter to be about, and then I just kind of sit down and I write. Sometimes it's not as long as I want it to be, so I'll like take a break from it and I'll come back and I'll add a little bit more dialogue or something, or like the whole thing before with Harry and Liam and Niall and Rose and how they're like arguing over Harry's legs. It's really not necessary, but it kind of like took up a little bit of space. So sometimes I use little fillers so to make it a little bit longer because they really didn't have to argue over his legs, even though Harry Styles' legs are really nice. I want Harry's legs. Are those Harry? No, those aren't Harry's legs. His legs are really nice. How do you describe things well? Because I thank you for saying I describe things well. I write like what I want to read. I know that's a really bad answer, but I like books that really describe things, but not like too much. But I like books like that, so I try to write like that because I think I'm a pretty avid reader. I read a lot, and if a lot of books are like that, that means that mine should be too, I think. What made you want to write this book, and did you base Rose off of someone? Oh, I already answered that. Okay, so that's all the questions from Aesthetics. So So let me go to my message board. Answer those. One second. I have to go find my questions now. Okay. Okay. These are from Pat. Thanks, Pat. I love you, Pat. You're awesome. Who are your favorite authors, both Wattpad and published ones? Okay. My favorite author on Wattpad is probably... I'm going on Wattpad now so I can answer this. I know her username is like XXSkater2Girl or something, but I can't think of her real name. Oh, her name is Jordan. And I've read like all of her books, and I really like her stuff. So yeah, Jordan, and she wrote like Waist Deep in Walmart and Believe Me I'm Lying, and she wrote some other stuff too, but I can't think of the names of them. Yeah, okay, XXSkater2Girl16XX. That's her thing. I've read all of her stuff. Oh, and people know her for like Finding Love in a Coffee Shop, Love at Last Sight, A Proscriptive Relationship, those. And I really like Float by Kate, who's Toasted Bagels, I think, on here. Yeah. Those two are probably my favorite. Outside of Wattpad, oh gosh, I have a lot of favorite authors outside of Wattpad. And I can't think of any of them. Hold on, there's one person that I can't remember. Jodi Picoult. I love Jodi Picoult. And I've read a lot of her books. And there's this other guy that I've read all of his books that were in my library at school, and I can't remember his name. And of course there's like John Green and Rainbow Rowell and other famous authors like that, but Jodi Picoult was really awesome. I really love her. If you'd be in a post-apocalyptic world, who would you rather be with, Zane or Liam? Being the last people in her. Pat, you can't make me. Oh my gosh, you're making me choose between them. Well, okay, putting the fact that I like them aside, Zane's really smart. I mean, not that Liam's not smart, but Zane's really, like, intelligent, and he'd probably find some tech way to keep us alive, and to keep us alive for a long time. But Liam is really, like, handy, and he'd probably just kill anything that's in our way. That's really hot. But I think Zane would keep us alive longer. So I'm gonna say Zane. He'd probably, yeah. Sorry, Liam. Who are your favorite artists other than 1D? Oh gosh. I listen to a lot of people, so this is hard. Well, I love Bruno Mars. Gosh, seriously, I listen to like everybody. So to ask me this question it's not good. Can I just say everybody and move on? I'm gonna say everybody, because I love everybody. Would you rather be holding hands with Zayn for most of the day or be kissed every 5 minutes by Liam? Pat. I think I'm gonna go with the Liam kisses, just because it could be cheek kisses or nose kisses or forehead kisses or like shoulder kisses and neck kisses, and those are cute, and I like kisses. Those kisses are cute. So, kissed by Liam. What's so special about Zayn freaking Malik and Liam James Payne? Everything. They're wonderful. Like, I don't know how to explain it. They're just perfect and beautiful and lovely people, and I love them. My thing won't load. Here's another question though while it's trying to load. Describe your favorite feature of Zayn and Liam. Okay. Zayn. I really like Zayn's well, I want to say his face, but that's like kind of general. Uh, I'm gonna say, even though Zayn looks like a Vogue model, and I say this all the time, I'm gonna say his personality because he's really sweet and he wears his heart on his sleeve and he has like this thing of mystery to him, but it's really just because he's shy and he's not like a bad boy or anything. So I'm gonna say Zayn's personality, even though he's very good looking. Liam, my favorite feature on Liam, I love Liam's body in general. Like, not just his body, because that's really hot, but I think, like, because his sometimes his cheeks look really squishy and his nose is all like boopable, and Liam's really cute and like a giant teddy bear, even though he's really sweet too, but his body. Um, ooh, are those all the questions on my message board? No. Okay. Um, what's one of the best memories on Wattpad? My best, well, there's a lot of memories that I've had because of aesthetics. Like, probably I reached 10K on aesthetics in under a month, which was really awesome for me. And I got that on Christmas, so it was like the best thing ever. But then also hitting 1 million and 2 million is really big. And so was reaching 10K followers and 100K votes. But so is meeting everybody. So I'm kind of conflicted here. But I think I'm just going to go with reaching 10K 4 days shy of it being a month on Christmas. It's probably my best memory because I was so happy and it was like the best thing ever. And that's when I met you, Luna, who asked me the question. Okay. If you could have any other accent in the world, what would it be and why? Anything other than an American accent, because these things are really boring and I hate them. I don't want to say a British accent because that's really like the one that everybody chooses. But, I don't know. Like, Australian accents are cool. And Italian accents are cool because they're like, they draw everything out. I like Italian accents. I want an Italian accent. Yeah. Because they're cool. If you had an opportunity to go back in time, oh gosh, where would you go and why? I'd go back to, I don't know, there's not a lot of stuff that I like regret, but, oh, okay. Well, I mean, there's stuff that I would change, but a lot of that stuff is like inevitable anyway, like death and stuff. But I think I would go back to, don't laugh at me, 5th grade or 5th/6th grade, the summer between then. Because I used to have this really, really, really huge crush on this guy. And I liked him a lot. And we had become best friends. And we talked like every day. And then one day, I can't remember what it was, but I said something and I made him mad, and then we didn't talk again. It was really disappointing because he turned out to look really good when he grew up, and we used to be best friends, and that kind of bummed me out. So I go back to then and not say whatever I said that made him mad. What is the song that always makes you want to dance? I dance to anything. Like, a lot of the time I'm singing or I'm dancing. All the time. If I'm not on my computer, which is like 20 hours of the day, the other 4 hours, because I don't sleep, the other 4 hours I'm probably singing and dancing, and I wish I was lying, but I'm not. And I think those are the questions on my message board. Yeah. Okay, so now Renee asked me 10 questions, and I'm going to read those. Okay. Get drunk with, kill, slap, break up with, marry each member of One Direction. Okay. So it's like FMK, but with more options. Okay. Okay, get drunk with Niall. That one's a given because Niall's he's awesome. Like, uh, and he's Irish and he knows how to handle a drink. Kill. Oh gosh, I'm gonna come back to that one last. I don't want to kill anybody. Like, I love these boys. Break up with and marry. Marry. I'd slap Harry. Yeah, I'd slap Harry because Harry wouldn't care. He'd just probably be like, "Hey," and then he'd be over it because he's too nice. Um, break up with. I'd break up. It's so hard. I'd break up with Zayn because and marry Liam because I don't know. Liam's like really domestic, and I'd want to marry Liam. Yeah, I'm gonna marry Liam. So I guess I would have to kill Louis, which I'm sorry, I didn't want to, but he's like the only one left. Sorry. Explain Zayn in one sentence. No run-ons. Okay. I'm just gonna cheat and use what I typed for aesthetics in the like a chapter ago. Zayn is a personified sunset. And that's all I'm saying. Give your opinion on the flawless, amazing Renee. Aw, Renee, I love you so much. You're amazing, and I talk to you daily, and you're the best. And you're like one of my closest friends on here now. And yeah. Most embarrassing moment in your life. I'm kind of boring, so not a lot happens to me. But I don't know, like the most embarrassing ever was when I was in preschool and they had like a toilet attached to the classroom. And I went in the bathroom and it was like a huge toilet and I climbed up and I fell in and I got stuck and I had to get help. Yeah, I fell in a toilet and it was embarrassing. Worst pun you've ever heard. Worst. I've heard a lot of bad puns because one of my really close guy friends always tells puns and they're always really bad. But probably the worst puns I've ever heard are on Tumblr. But I can't think of any right now because I try to erase them from my mind because I hate puns. But I thought of one and it has to do with aesthetics. And I was like kind of proud of myself for it because it was so bad. But I'm not going to say it now because it's really bad. Favorite story you've written? Favorite story is definitely the ones that I'm like actively working on now, which is To Dylan and Aesthetics. Because I get a lot of support on that one, and you guys make it so fun for me to write it, and it's really fluffy and domestic, and I love fluff, and it makes me happy. So that one. And To Dylan, because To Dylan is based off of something that has happened to me before, or me and somebody else it's happened. So, but I also like to make them my own characters, and so it's nice to write something that's based off of real life and something that isn't a fan fiction for once. So, those are my favorites. What made you want to join Wattpad? Okay, well, I actually had a Wattpad account before I have this one. I had one like a while ago. And I actually joined here when I was 12. Yeah. I was 12 when I joined the first time, and I had a story up, and it was atrocious, and I deleted it. And then I made this account, and when I was 13, because I wanted to start over, and I started writing Heartstrings, and then I wrote 22, and stuff like that. But I joined because one of my friends told me that since I like to write, I should try this website out called Wattpad. So I did. So a little birdie, aka you, yeah me, told you a long time ago that you were in a school play of The Sound of Music. I think that was you. It was me. Because I wrote in one of my author's notes because people were going to like push me to update and I didn't want to because I was busy. So if you'd be willing to sing a small itsy bitsy tune for us or maybe even a whole song, please do. Ooh, okay. I don't know what to sing though. And if I sound bad, I'm going to have to like cut that out. And I've already been talking for 25 minutes. And that would look really weird if I just cut it out of 25 minutes. I'm going to like shuffle my music and sing the first song that comes up there, I guess. I don't know. Watch it be like a really horrible song to sing. I don't want to sing One Direction. I don't know what to sing. I'm going to skip that and come back to it. Because, Renee, you just messaged me. What's up? I'm trying to read your messages. Okay. Anyway, I'll skip that one and come back to it. Can you say 6 sleek swans swam swiftly southwards 5 times fast? Ugh. Well, I mean, I could say like red leather, yellow leather really fast, and like other ones because of drama and we have to enunciate and stuff. But I can try. 6 sleek swans swam swiftly southwards. 6 sleek swans swam swiftly. No. 6 sleek swans swam swiftly southwards. 6 sleek swans swam swiftly southwards. I give up. No. 6 sleek swans swam swiftly southwards. 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 I messed up on the 5th time. I got close though. Last one. Can you describe Liam in a sentence using only words that start with L? Okay, considering you gave this to me a day ago and I read the questions, I've been thinking about it. However, I haven't really come up with a very good sentence. Only words that start with L. Loving Liam's like licking lavender lollipops. Ladies like loving Liam's like licking light lavender lollipops. Ladies like loving Liam. Who doesn't like loving Liam? I like loving Liam. Okay, back to the song. Okay. I could just sing a little bit of I'm Yours by like Jason Mraz. I like that song. Well, you done me and you bet I felt it. I tried to be chill, but you're so hot that I melted. I fell right through the cracks. And now I'm trying to get back. Before the cord done run out, I'll be giving it my bestest, and nothing's gonna stop me but divine intervention. I reckon it's again my turn to win some or learn some, but I won't hesitate no more, no more. It cannot wait. I'm yours. So yeah. That's only because I couldn't think of a better song to sing. So, that's all my questions and all my answers, and I hope you enjoyed this 30-minute long video of me talking, and I'm sorry I'm not very interesting. So, bye from me and my posters, because I need to put up more, because I had more, but yeah. Bye from me and my posters. I took some of them down, because I was going to rearrange them, but then I never did. So yeah, bye guys.